Hi, I'm Chris Travell, and welcome to The Ride. One of the things that we're being asked a lot more about these days is what is it that is helping to fuel the new vehicle sales in North America? Rather important question. Well, in order to answer this objectively, I wanted to dig into our data to try and understand, well, one thing in particular, is the age of vehicle that customers are disposing of, is that going up? Is it going down? What exactly is happening there? And what I found was in the US, the average age of vehicle that was disposed was 6.5 years, which is actually up from 6.1 years in the 2011 model year. In Canada, 6.3 years is the average age of vehicle that was disposed. Again, that's up from 6.1 years in the 2011 model year. So customers in 2012 are getting rid of those vehicles that are a little older. They also have a little bit more miles on them as well. In the US, about 75,000 miles is the average number of miles on the vehicle before the customer disposes of it, which is up from 72,000 in the 2011 model year. In Canada, for about 2011, 2012, it's about the 100,000 kilometer mark, so that really hasn't changed a whole bunch. So the point is, it looks like the argument of being pent-up demand has some element of truth, that customers are getting rid of those older vehicles, those higher mileage vehicles, and therefore that's helping to fuel growth. But from the dealership standpoint, from the brand standpoint, so what? Well, one of the areas of farming, as dealers call it, is to look at the customers who are driving those older vehicles, to understand when they're in the market, and obviously to try and get them into a new vehicle. Now, the service advisors, the service people, are probably the best people to try and understand what's going on there. What's the dynamic? Are these customers who are coming across into my service department, how old are the vehicles that they're driving, and therefore is there an opportunity there for us to sell them another vehicle? The other thing which amazes me, for those who have watched The Ride before, we did a posting a few weeks back on test drive. And it amazes me that about 1 in 10 Americans and about 1 in 4 Canadians actually don't take the vehicle the model they were looking for, they don't take it for a test drive. But what amazes me that is, if we know that customers have been out of the market for 6.5, 7 years, obviously technology has changed over that time period. So therefore it's in the dealership's best interest, it's in the customer's best interest to take that test drive to get reacquainted with all of the technology that are inherent in new vehicles. And obviously if we wow the customer, it will increase the likelihood of closing that sale. So again, I hope you've enjoyed this, hope you have found it useful. Let me know what you think, and thanks for joining us today again on The Ride.